Hello viewers, I want to join my voice, I want to add my voice to the ongoing debate about the creation of additional states in the Southeast. There has been a clamor. The clamor didn't start today, but all of a sudden it's gaining a national prominence about the creation of additional states at the Southeast. House of Assembly member Honorable Ugochinyere Ikenga, I think Ugochikuchinyere, represented, I think, either to federal constituency or there. Pardon me if I make any mistake. I think he moved the motion at the House of Reps in Nigeria for the creation of Olo State. And then Senator Ned Nwoko from, I think, Delta North moved a motion also, okay, let's say submitted a bill at the Senate for the creation of Anioma State. And also there's been a bit of agitation for the creation of Adada State, which I don't know much about, but I'm pretty sure about Olo State and Anioma State because it's been getting some national prominence and some controversies here and there. So I want to add my voice to the ongoing debate. Now, to start with, the two agitations are legitimate, are genuine. However, we need to weigh the pros and cons for the two demands or for the two requests or for the two bills. I want to add my own contributions, and then others are free to add their own views on the debate. So, I will support the creation of Anioma State. And then, before I even go further, I want to go a bit of let me go a bit of historical. There has been a clamor for all the two states I mentioned, both the Olo and then Anioma. But let me focus on Anioma State. In 1992, prominent Igbos from both Delta-speaking Igbos in Delta State and then Igbos at Anambra State, namely Chief Asiodu. Everybody knows Asiodu, one of the prominent, super prominent secretaries from Anioma area, alongside Dede Haba and other prominent sons of Igbos in Delta, with Nnamdi Azikiwe, late Professor Ben Wabeze, in 1992 sent a memo, a letter to then head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, for the creation of Anioma State. What they argued in 1992 was that Onitsha and Atani should be carved out of Anambra State and added to Anioma to create Anioma State. But somehow, then head of state, General Babangida, didn't honor the letter as they stated. Although he created Delta State, but it wasn't according to the letter written by these prominent Nigerians. And since then, according to stories, people of Anioma have gone to meet They met President Obasanjo, they met Yaradua, they met Goodluck, according to what I read and heard, for the creation of Anioma State. I mean, so, but looking at Nigerian history, let me also delve back into the Nigerian history. No civilian president in Nigeria has been able to create any state. All the states creation in Nigeria have been under the military. Gowon created states. Murtala Muhammad created states in 1976. I think Imo and Anambra or other states. General Babangida created states, I think twice within his regime. And then Abacha created states. So if you look at states creation in Nigeria, it's been under the military. No civilian leader has been able to create states in Nigeria. However, if this government of Tinubu could create states, that would be historical. But I have got my doubts whether any civilian leader in Nigeria can be able to successfully create state because of the constitutional requirements. But having said that, it's not impossible where there are genuine mindedness, or whether there are genuine and open-mindedness and fairness and justice. Creating additional state in the Southeast will be to redress the injustices done against the Igbos. Imagine if you come to Nigeria, it's only the Southeast that has 5 states. Other zones in Nigeria have 6 states. I think Northwest or Northeast has 7. I don't know. So, which means it is genuine. It is the right thing to be done to redress the imbalance done against the Igbos. Now, I hope you know that allocation of resources are based on state creation or are based on states. For example, federal government will allocate ministers or will appoint ministers based on the number of states. They will also allocate resources based on the number of states. So which means the Igbos or the Southeast have been shortchanged because they have only 5 states. So which means the federal government will only allocate resources to only 5 states in the Southeast, whereas in the South or the Southwest, they will allocate resources based on the 6 states. And that's why senatorial seats are based on the number of states you have. That's why the Igbos or the Southeasterners have only 15 senators, because each state will produce 3 senators in Nigeria. So because the Southeast has 5 states, they will produce only 5 senators. And because they have only 5 states, they will likely produce only 5 ministers, because each state is entitled to produce 1 minister. So and on the number of local government areas you have will determine the number of money the government will allocate to you. So this will also point out to you how Nigeria or the past leaders rigged the system against the Southeasterners. So the clamor for the creation of additional states in the Southeast will be in good heart, will be in the line of fairness and equity and good conscience. That is, if the Nigerian maybe lawmakers or the leadership of Nigeria will have that open-mindedness to redress the imbalance. However, something in me tells me loud and clear that this exercise might not work. But I don't want to be a pessimist here. I want to have an open mind and pray it works. But looking at the requirements, which I believe that the military didn't envision that a civilian could be able to create states when they produced the 1999 constitutional document, which again to me is the bane of our problems in Nigeria. But that's gonna be a topic for a different day altogether. Now, my reasons for supporting Anioma state is, one, because that would mean to give the Igbos in Delta State a proper sense of identity to merge with their kith and kin to produce a homogeneous region, because the Southeast tend to be monolithic. So leaving the Igbos in Delta State with other Deltans, they are not monolithic. But having said that, I'm not also disputing the fact that their people can cohabit with people that are not from their tribes. But it makes more sense if the Igbos in Delta are grouped with the Southeasterners so that it becomes one block. So same as other other regions in Nigeria. And also, it will have a multiplier effect. It will also boost the Igbos in other states, like Igbos in Rivers State. It will boost their morale and boost their sense of identity as an Igbo person. Because we all know what happened, why most of Igbos in, let's say, Delta and, let's say, Rivers tried to deny their Igbo-ness. We all knew it was because of the war. Whenever any nation or whenever any tribe loses war, these things happen. So, I mean, nobody blames them. That was the condition they found themselves. So, nobody should blame anyone that denies his Igbo-ness. But however, this is the time to right the wrong, or to redress the injustice by creating additional states. So the choice of Anioma State will be better for the Southeast. That will also extend the geographical map of the Southeast beyond the Niger. That will also mean that Igbos, again, no, the Igbos are already everywhere. So the Igbos in Delta will now begin to identify as Igbos as part of the Southeast. However, one or two groups have also started to unify. There's a group called the Unified Igbos, which again, they are doing a fantastic work. They are going every state where there are Igbos to identify and then unify them back as one, which again is a wonderful project. Although some people are kicking against that, but I give them kudos for the project they do, going to meet kith and kin beyond the Southeast, trying to re-identify with them, trying to unite with them, and then possibly offer some project. There was one I watched where they were doing kind of a charity project somewhere in Cross River State. They identified Igbos in Cross River, and I think they're trying to build one or two projects for them. So, creating Anioma State will have a multiplier effect. It will, first of all, reunite every Igbo, both Igbos across the Niger. It will also give them sense of identity. It will go a long way towards redressing the injustice against the Igbos. The Igbos are other states like River State or Cross River or Kogi or Benue will also be proud to officially identify with Igbos in the Southeast. So my message will be, let's Ohaneze, other social cultural groups at the Southeast come up, weigh this topic, look at the pros and cons, and then find reasons, like I found, to support the creation of Anioma State. Let all the political leaders from the Southeast, again, weigh the pros and cons, and then look beyond, let's say, selfish interests or personal aggrandizement. Look at the general interests and step up and support Anioma. However, they should also weigh the pros and cons. I'm speaking my mind after weighing the topic and looking at the pros and the cons. I've also come to decide that it will be in the best interest of the Igbos to support the creation of Anioma State. Before that happens, I want to see more of unity in action. I want to see more of involvement of everyone. I want to see kind of national festival, maybe it's a kind of national festival whereby every Igbo, any part of the world, including any part of the world, will come together to celebrate, to cement. For example, having a kind of one day for the Iriji festival, whereby it will happen one singular day. I want to see more of efforts, more of practical efforts in unifying the Igbos, or maybe having a kind of okay, let's say more of Ohanese kind of unity, like I said before, having a kind of projects, or kind of like, let's say, football competition whereby every part of the Igbos will play together, a kind of tournament, a kind of unification projects or activities that will begin to unify people together and then bring in peace. Where anybody feels like feels, let's say, aggrieved, or feels maybe what was done in the past or hurt them in the past, there could be rooms to maybe redress whatever issues that happened in the past that caused any let's say, rift between the two brothers, or between the brothers or the family or the folks or Igbo nation. Once more, my name is C.V.Akuta. I'm speaking my opinion. I'm in support of the creation of Anioma state, because I feel that would be in the best interest of the general Igbos to have one more state. And I also feel that having Anioma state will also extend the present geographical location of Igbos beyond what it is today. I also believe that will give moral boosting to other Igbos at other states, let's say in the south, and then in Benue and Kogi, more of to give them moral boosting, identity boosting, to openly and openly re-identify with as Igbos whom they are. So if you have anything against, if you have any comments or compliments or criticism of my broadcast, please feel free to drop your comments or make contacts to me so that we can further this debate. I remain C.V.Akuta. Bye for now.